Hey everyone, I am so excited to be back. It feels like forever ago and I've been up to so much that I cannot wait to share with you guys. Loads of travel. I did like over 30 hours of travel in a week, so I was pretty wiped, but amazing things are happening and I really wanted to deliver this particular message to you guys. Little bit of a wake-up call. As you guys know, everything that I share with you guys is all about what I'm currently challenged with, or what I'm overcoming, or what I have been challenged with, and how I'm progressing and how I'm helping others to do that as well. And the hope is that for me, sharing my personal journey is going to help and support you and maybe be the wake-up call for you that I wish I had a little bit earlier. But I really want to dive into this, and I'm going to use some examples not only in my own life, but I want to talk about some other stuff as well. So stay tuned with me and drop me a comment and let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. I always love connecting with you guys. But today's message, oh my gosh, massive wake-up call. And what it really is that when you place your future success in the hands of anybody else, and in particular somebody in a position of perceived power, you are absolutely going to be objectified physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Okay, and this is a really serious message, one that has shaken me a little bit over the last few months and been a very new experience. But also, I also kind of solidified it with other people's experiences by watching an amazing documentary it was on Harvey Weinstein, Exposed, it's called. So really encourage you guys to check that out. I actually watched it on my flight over to LA a couple of weeks ago now, and it really solidified my own personal experience in some experiences of others, although albeit in some other totally different realm. So what I really want for you guys to take away from what I'm going to share with you guys today is I want you to see where you are externalizing and seeking validation rather than generating your own internal conviction. Okay, this is really key, okay, because internal conviction is always going to win out over external validation, okay? But most of us go through life and we're trying to seek in the external somebody who will, discover us or find us or see what talents we have and reflect that back to us or make us successful. And we put all this power into these external sources, okay? And what that does is puts us in a very vulnerable position to be objectified on a multitude of levels. So firstly, I'm going to start and use the example that I'm pretty sure that most of us would be very well aware of, and that's the what's happened with Harvey Weinstein over the years. Okay, so he, being that producer in Hollywood, had access to, all these amazing, talented actors and actresses who, could see him in this amazing position of power. And through watching the documentary Exposed, which again I highly recommend you guys checking out, particularly for women, but also for men. I think that sometimes we think that we're all the same, but men and women are dealing with a lot of different sort of challenges. And a challenge that I've experienced myself, and I see time and time again in different community groups where there are different people in power who may not necessarily be coming from a heart-centered place, may be coming from I'm going to get whatever I can get kind of place, I'm going to take whatever I can get kind of place. I'm seeing, in particular, women in these very vulnerable positions that are very much aligned to the experiences of a lot of different women actresses with Harvey Weinstein. And what you're seeing, what the common theme is that these people who are, doubting in their abilities or don't know how they're going to become successful, they put their future success in the hands of somebody they perceive to be in a position of power, and that person in power objectifies them in some realm, physically, like we see with Harvey Weinstein, emotionally, financially, spiritually, everything, okay? So mentally, everything is going on there. And they're utilizing that power place that they're in to, take what they can from that position and totally objectify the people who are putting that power into their hands. And so this actually, over the last few months, to a certain degree, happened to me, and I didn't really have the experience or the perspective to really understand that was kind of at play. And luckily, my sort of what got me into the problem also got me out of the problem. So I'm not going to talk too much into detail with this, but what I am going to share with you is that ultimately my naivety in a situation where I was externally seeking somebody to, give me that permission to go on a pathway that I was internally inspired by, but questioning whether I was losing a little bit of belief in my potential of doing this, right? So, of course, I wanted to rectify that, particularly in the work that I do, right? It's all about having that belief, being internally aligned, following your inspiration. But I fell into the trap that all of us do as human beings, where we get into a little bit of self-doubt, and then we kind of want to seek, hey, somebody out there who's got more power, more expertise than me. Can you give me permission? Can you, solidify for me, give me that tick of approval, right? That I'm on the right path, that I can do this, right? And sometimes, that's what having a coach is brilliant for. You want somebody to shine the light for you when your flame is dwindling, right? And you need somebody to re-spark that, reignite it. But then it's your job to maintain that flame, right? So I was looking at the time for somebody to reignite my spark. And I came across just kind of, situations happened, and I came across a different community that was very different to what I was in. And I perceived certain people to be in, high success, and they are, and achieving high success, and, kind of having this no BS kind of approach. And I thought, absolutely, this is for me. Went through a big journey, a lot of financial input, a lot of travel, a lot of investment in my time, energy, everything. And what happened was I ended up kind of being potentially objectified, put on the pathway to potential objectification. And at the time, I was so naive to what was happening that it just didn't even register, did not even click, did not even register. But by the time it did register, I was able to then continue to use a little bit of my naivety to play that game a little bit longer, so that I could then figure out a way, how do I get out of this? And at the time, I was put in a position where, honestly, I really did feel like an actress in front of Harvey Weinstein. That's kind of how I felt, right, at this time, because a person that I had entrusted and put in a position of power, I honestly felt at this point when, I was, potentially going to be taken down a darker route, I honestly felt at that point that this person has my future in their hands. And the last thing I wanted to do was upset, make this person feel rejected, because I didn't know this person. I knew they were in a very a big position of power, and I didn't know how my response was going to impact them, particularly if they're operating from a place of ego, right? And so I was able to backtrack, and I was able to navigate this situation to the point where I could get myself free of it. But in turn, what it did for me was put all the advice, all the information, all the validation from what this person was telling me, or what everything I wanted to hear, it put a huge question mark on all of that stuff that I'd paid all these thousands and thousands of dollars to seek and get. And so I was left in a position where I was proud of myself for being able to navigate myself out of a tricky situation, but simultaneously, everything that I'd put my money on the line for, my energy, my time, my everything, was now had a huge question mark. And I was feeling pretty distraught at the time, because I could no longer trust what this person was telling me, because I didn't know if they had a different agenda behind what they were expressing to me. So it kind of threw everything up in the air for me. And what I was brought back to is that time and time again, that lesson that nobody has the answers. You have the answers always within. And the truth is that your success never lies in the hands of another person to motivate you in a certain direction that they can expect for you or have the standard of for you. The truth is that your success always comes from within, and always comes down to you tapping into an internal inspiration, an internal conviction, and being unshakable from that place despite your external world, and generating your actions from alignment from that place. That is where your success lies. And that's the lesson that I took from this. But it's a lesson that I felt like I've already learned a million times before in my life, right? It's kind of the common theme of my life, and I know of so many others, and that's why I wanted to share this with you guys. But just to give you that kind of perspective from me sharing my own experience, from go and watch that documentary Exposed on Harvey Weinstein. Just get a different perspective about how we, outsource our success, right? And how in turn we set ourselves up in this position of vulnerability to be objectified on every level of our existence. And so before that happens to you, make sure that you get clear on how you're doing that in your life. Where are you outsourcing your success instead of tapping into your internal world and getting into alignment with what you're inspired by? And I guarantee you, there's going to be times obviously we're going to go through peaks and troughs in our self-belief. And we're going to want to, fast track our success back into alignment by seeking some guidance and some support from different people in our lives. But just because somebody has some realm of success doesn't mean they have your best interests at heart. And you really need to learn that lesson. Sometimes we need to learn it the hard way, but that's why I share these messages with you guys, so that in the hope that you don't have to learn it the hard way, you can actually learn it through my experience, through other people's experiences, and just be more aware. Don't be so naive. And I met an incredible soul on my last day of the event. I went into the lounge. I had a ton of hours to kill before I was going to be boarding my flight, if I can talk properly. And I met an incredible soul who was so perceptive and doing incredible things in the world. And he actually woke me up to a little bit of how my naivety, that I've always seen as a real strength, can be also my greatest challenge. And he really woke me up to the dynamic at play that was seeing me be very, very open and not have enough boundaries going on. And that's the next part of my journey that I'm venturing down on right now. I cannot wait to share that with you guys and help you to fast track your success. If you're somebody who is very open, maybe a bit naive, and sees that as a great strength, which it is, and doesn't want to lose that part of who you are, because I certainly don't want to lose that optimism and that ability to see the best in others and that openness to people. I don't want to lose that, but I also want to be smart and intelligent about it. And I don't want to put myself in positions of over vulnerability that can invite people in to objectify those different parts of me. So, and I don't want that for you either. So Anyway, long story short, hope this is a wake-up call for you. Hope it instills for you that at the end of the day, internal conviction will always win out on external validation. So seek the internal conviction, get into alignment with what inspires you. And when you are seeking external support, make sure that you've vetted who that person is, and not just in one realm of success, but look at their intentions, look at their agenda, and really get to know people before you allow them right into your life, and you never put your power into their hands, right? Always hold on to your own empowerment and seek guidance and support from others who have your best interests at heart. And on that note, I've also put a link up for any of you guys who currently aren't part of the Limitless Potential community. I really invite you to come and join us in there. Every single month, we are diving deep into a different development tool that is absolutely going to help you to get inside, get into alignment, maintain that flame for yourself and reignite it when you need it, and make sure that you are absolutely living to your highest potential and you're not sacrificing that potential in the hands of others. Okay, so I hope that you guys are going to come on that journey, reach your next level of your potential, be surrounded by people who absolutely have your best interests at heart, and your success is their success and vice versa. They're the quality of people that you want to be connected with, and if you're not growing, you're dying. So always up level, and each month that's what we do. So I can't wait to see you guys in there. The link is up above to learn more and to come and join us in that community. But let me check in with you guys. Make sure you're dropping me a comment, say hi, check in with me, and I'd love and appreciate your words of wisdom or anything that you feel called to share around today's message. So I've got Shane in the house, and Sanford, great to see you as well, and Charity and Yon, happy birthday to you, my friend. I know it was yesterday in Australia, but it might be the end of your birthday over there in the States. And Joe's here, and Emma and Samuel. Thank you so much for your kind words there, Samuel. And Philip's here. Sanford, a lot of religious groups and cults. Absolutely, my friend. See, we have all these different realms, right? These different organizations, these different communities who we can, serve their purpose, and they have value, but we've got to be able to discern when we are over-reliant and putting too much of our power into the hands of something in our external world rather than being empowered from within, okay? And there's a big difference, and your life, the trajectory of your life, those two different angles, it's massive, right? One leads you towards true fulfillment, a regret-free existence, and the other is going to lead you towards, a regret-filled life and a life filled with fear. All right. And knowing that, deeper knowing that you didn't give it all you had. You didn't live to your potential because you were too concerned about external validation rather than internal conviction. Absolutely. I love you sharing that, Sanford. And Brian from New Jersey, great to see you. And Graham, thank you for your kind words, my friend. And Lisa's here as well. Hi, Vanessa. I've been having a pity party. I needed this today. Awesome, Lisa. I get what you mean. We can totally get caught up in those little pity parties, disempowerment, our victim stories. So grateful to know that today's message has served you, and know that you absolutely always have the answers within you. Okay, so reignite that spark for yourself. And also, I love you being here, Lisa. Thank you so much. And Grant's here as well. Awesome. And Brian, hi, VGP. I would love to follow your path and become a coach. Awesome. Would you say your masterclass is the equivalent to a coaching certification? Yeah, so I love your question, Brian. Grateful and excited for the journey that you're on. And yeah, absolutely. So I actually offer a few different things, because to me, the people that I absolutely love helping and supporting the most are the ones who want to go out there and help and support others in their own unique way. So everything that I do is to upskill you, to give you the tools to be a great coach and to be a great human being. So the masterclasses, yeah, absolutely. There's already 15 different masterclasses there. And I basically created the monthly masterclasses because I felt like I was just reiterating the same tools and the same trainings to all of my coaching clients. And so what I wanted to do was create a system where it's like, okay, like when we are coaching, when we are working with one another, we can utilize the time that we've got to work and apply it to you as an individual. And I want you to go and do this training, and that's going to give you this skill set so that we can make the most of our time when you come back together. And all of those tools are the tools that you need as a coach to help your clients transition and navigate change towards their potential. So there's that, and I also certify personality profilers. So and that is next level. All right. So there's a number of different things. We can have a chat about that if you like, Brian. But yes, absolutely. Those are the tools that I have been certified in and got my coaching experience in, and I deliver them all for you in a simplified and systemized way to fast track your success, whether you're becoming a coach or you just want to be the best possible human being that you can potentially be. So love your question, Brian. Hope that answered your question, and hope to see you in the classes. And Fethy is here, and Japheth and Clayton, awesome. And Lisa, yes, believe in yourself. We have all the answers inside. It's just an old pattern when we look for validation outside of ourselves. Absolutely, Lisa. And I know I had the absolute pleasure of getting to go through one of your beautiful hypnosis sessions, which was such a gift and a treat for me. Thank you so much for that. And this was part of what we were navigating in that session as well. You know, it's something that has been a core theme in my life and so many others. It simplifies it to just know that you have the answers within, to go within, stop seeking it externally. You know, go within, find what you're inspired by. You might have to try a bunch of things. You might need to seek guidance from other people, but at the end of the day, it's going to resonate deeply within you, or it's not. And don't live to the expectations of others. Live authentically to yourself. Otherwise, as we know, the number one regret of the dying is I wish I had have had the courage to live a life true to myself rather than one I felt was expected of me. So this is the pathway to your freedom and your fulfillment, to your highest potential in life. So I love that, Lisa. Absolutely. And Gary's here, and Michelle and Sanford. It is well worth joining her. Oh, thank you, Sanford. Absolutely. And I am so grateful and honored to have you in the monthly masterclasses, in group coaching. You are such a superstar and an asset to our community. And I so appreciate your kind words and encouraging others to come and join us in that beautiful community. Thank you, Sanford. You're one in a million. I love it. And Lisa, highly recommend Vanessa's training. Thank you so much, Lisa. I so appreciate you, beautiful soul. I love you guys. You're such my team. And I love that you see, this is the quality of people that you get in these communities. You get people who want you to succeed alongside them. And I don't know about you, but throughout my existence, I haven't found it all that easy to come across that quality of people. And I'm lucky enough to attract that kind of person into our amazing community. So love you guys to bits. Can't wait to see you in our upcoming training. And just for you guys who are in the monthly masterclasses, we've got a bonus call coming up this weekend. So I will get a message and an email and set up our event just to catch up, how I can support you, bring any of your questions, coaching. We're going to go deep. Can't wait to do another bonus call with you guys, because the last one was absolutely freaking amazing. Love you guys so much, and can't wait to see you guys this weekend. So tune in for an email coming to you probably today, if not tomorrow. All right, awesome. Thank you, Lisa. And Tony is here as well. So guys, that really is my message for you. I really hope it supported you, me sharing some of my experience. Definitely recommending that documentary on Harvey Weinstein, Exposed. And to remember, just this bit of a wake-up call, to remember that when you place your future success in the hands of another, you really do set yourself up to be objectified spiritually, emotionally, physically, and mentally, and financially. Okay, so just bear that in mind, and really be discerning about who you're seeking guidance and coaching and support from, and make sure that you realize that you're the one who has all the answers is within you, okay? And you always have them in there. Sometimes you just need somebody outside of you who has your best interests at heart to shine light on that for you until it resonates, and then you're empowered to go along on your own journey, okay? Hope that's really empowered you guys today. And Patrick, you're just joining now. I hope you guys who are just joining now catch the recording, get a ton of value from today's message. I'm signing off, but as always, I'm sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, that you're doing something super empowering, and today's message has absolutely served you. I'm signing off. I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I'll see you soon.